Hello, and welcome to the first program of Living English. You will learn how to speak English for work, travel, or study. Each week, we look at a short drama, then practice our English. So now, let's look at the first episode of our drama, Sisters and Brothers.
Excuse me, Anne Lee? Yes, hello.
I'm Sarah Taylor. I'm your new local buyer. Pleased to meet you.
It's very kind of you to meet me.
Oh, sorry, this is my husband, Mark.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
How was your flight?
Oh, actually, I'm a bit tired. It was a very long flight.
Let's get your bags.
Oh, that's mine there, the red one.
It's Emily.
Sorry.
Don't worry, Mark's strong, aren't you, dear?
No worries.
Come on, let's go to the hotel.
Poor Mark. In that episode, we saw how to meet people. Let's look again at how Anne meets Sarah.
Excuse me, Anne Lee? Yes, hello.
I'm Sarah Taylor. I'm your new local buyer.
Anne says, hello. Try it home with the clip.
Excuse me, Anne Lee? Excuse me, Anne Lee? Yes, hello.
Hello is what we usually say when we meet people. What does Sarah say?
I'm Sarah Taylor. I'm your new local buyer. Pleased to meet you.
Sarah says her name, and then she says, pleased to meet you. Let's look at this again.
I'm Sarah Taylor. I'm your new local buyer. Pleased to meet you.
First, Sarah says her name because Anne doesn't know who she is. We just say I'm, which is short for I am, and then our name. In English, we say our family name last. Sarah's family name is Taylor. So she says, I'm Sarah Taylor. This is formal English. You can just say your first name. So Sarah could say, I'm Sarah. My name is Brenton Whittle. So I would say, hello, I'm Brenton Whittle. Now, you try introducing yourself. Say your name. Hello, I'm... Sarah says something else. Watch again.
I'm Sarah Taylor. I'm your new local buyer. Pleased to meet you.
She says, pleased to meet you. This is another way of greeting someone. It's a formal way of greeting someone. Practice with the clip.
Pleased to meet you.
Usually, in Australia, we shake hands when we say, pleased to meet you. Here is another way of greeting someone. Look at the clip.
Oh, sorry, this is my husband, Mark.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Sarah introduces her husband, Mark. Let's look again at what she says.
Oh, sorry, this is my husband, Mark.
She says, "This is my husband, Mark." Practice saying this with the clip.
Oh, sorry, this is my husband, Mark.
Now look at how Mark greets Anne.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
How are you is a very common way of greeting someone. Sometimes we say, "How are you going?" Anne says, "Very well, thank you." Practice saying both of these phrases with the clip.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
There's one more way of saying hello. Let's look.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Mark says, "Good morning." Of course, you can only say good morning in the morning. Try with the clip.
Good morning.
Let's look at how English works. English is made up of sentences. Let's look at sentences. Firstly, let's listen to Sarah.
I'm Sarah Taylor. I'm your new local buyer. Pleased to meet you.
I'm is a way of saying I am. The word I is called the subject of the sentence. It comes first. Am is called a verb. It comes next. And her name, Sarah Taylor, is called the object. It comes after the verb. Many sentences have this pattern. Let's look at another one.
Oh, sorry, this is my husband, Mark.
Can you work out what is the subject, the verb, and the object of this sentence? That's right. The word this is the subject, is the verb, and my husband is the object. And this is Michelle Crowden. Hello, Michelle. How are you today?
Hello, Brenton. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well. Now, what have you got there?
I have some hats.
Well, what are you doing with the hats?
I'll show you. But first, let's look at the scene again. Anne is collecting her luggage.
Oh, that's mine, the red one.
Anne said that her bag was the red one. Red is a colour. I have 4 hats here. Now, which is the red one?
This is the red one.
Do you know the colours? Which hat is yellow?
This is the yellow one.
Which hat is blue?
This is the blue one.
So, which hat is green?
This is the green one.
Brenton, which hat do you like?
This one.
Brenton likes the blue hat.
What about you, Michelle? I think I see you in red.
Haha, yep.
Michelle likes the red hat.
Which hat do you like? The blue one, the red one, the yellow one, or the green one? You say, I like the... Which hat do I like? That's right, I like the red hat. Which hat does Brenton like? He likes the blue hat. So, Brenton, which hat is yours?
The blue one. The blue hat is mine. It's my hat.
The blue hat is yours. It's your hat. And which hat is mine?
The red hat is yours. It's your hat.
The red hat is mine. It's my hat. So we've learned 4 colours: red, blue, green and yellow. And we've learned your and yours and my and mine. But there's something else to look at in the scene. Here are 2 clips.
Oh, sorry, this is my husband, Mark.
Oh, that's mine, the red one.
Sarah uses the word this when she introduces Mark. She says, "This is my husband." But when Anne points out her bag, she uses the word that. She says, "That's mine." What's the difference? Look again and see if you can tell.
Oh, sorry, this is my husband, Mark.
Oh, that's mine, the red one.
What's the difference, Brenton?
When Sarah says, "This is my husband," she's standing right next to him.
But when Anne points to her bag, it's not next to her. So, Brenton, is that your hat?
This one? Yes, it is.
Is that his hat? No, it isn't. This is your hat, Brenton.
Thank you, thank you. And is that your hat, Michelle?
Yes, this is my hat.
Remember in the clip, Anne's red bag was heavy. Is your hat heavy?
No, Brenton, it's light. This is heavy.
Yes, it's heavy.
Answer the questions at home. Is it light? No, it's heavy. Is this heavy? No, it's light. And are you strong, Brenton? What do you think? Is he strong? Yes, he is, I suppose. And is Mark strong? Let's look and listen for something else Mark says.
Don't worry, Mark's strong, aren't you, dear?
No worries.
So, is Mark strong? I'm not so sure. But Mark said something else. Listen again.
No worries.
Mark said, "No worries." This is an Australian way of saying okay. And finally, let's look at some different ways of saying hello. Remember what Mark said when he greeted Anne.
He said, "Good morning."
He said, "Good morning," because it was in the morning, before 12 o'clock. What would he say after 12 o'clock?
He could say, "Good afternoon." Try saying it after me. Good afternoon.
And if it was in the evening, he could say, "Good evening." Try saying this after me. Good evening.
But he probably wouldn't say, "Good night." We usually only say good night when we're leaving or going to bed.
And I think it's time for us to leave now, Brenton.
No worries, Michelle. Hope you enjoyed episode 1 of Sisters and Brothers and our first program of Living English.
And I hope you can watch our next program.
We'll find out how to check in at a hotel and about dealing with money.
So until then, see you later.